Hello, my name is Patrick Deinhardt. Welcome to New Christian Smell. Here's my story how I entered in Christianity once again. So, I come and enter college, which is Western Carolina University. I enter in, I'm an engineering student to begin with. I have tons of work to do, so I'm just working, grinding it out, killing it. I started out with pretty good grades. I was actually doing all my work and being pretty good about my social life because I didn't have any as an engineering student. I just kept doing calculations and working with voltage and current and lots of circuit boards and a bunch of stuff. Okay, I am not an engineering student anymore. You can tell by my expression. Anyway, so I went through that program. In comes girl. I have a friends with benefits thing with this girl. With a few, but this one in particular got me into some certain trouble we'll get later on in the story. So basically, friends with benefits, everything's chill. I'm doing my work. She doesn't expect anything from me. I don't expect much from her. It's all good. It's just on the DL. Everything's fine. But then comes a problem. And the problem is I have been struggling with Christianity my entire life. That's the issue. Is I just keep coming back to it over and over again, and I go with it, and then I get out of it. I go with it, I go out of it, and out of it being Christianity. It's hard. It sucks because my talents that I see myself having, my strengths, go towards not going the Christian route. Does that make sense? In a way, but I'm very selfish. So anyways, besides just crapping all over myself, the thing is I don't like the church games. I see church games and I get upset. I see church games. It's not upset that as I start crying and boohooing all over the place. I get upset because it's not really real to me. I'm like, if you're playing games with this God up in the sky, should it even apply to me? Well, anyways, back to the story. So everything's fine. I just have my little flings like you do in college, or at least from my understanding of college, that's been my experience up to this point. So I'm going through the motions, getting my schoolwork done, doing this. I mean, I understand sleeping around with girls doesn't bring fulfillment. I think anyone that has done that has actually come to that conclusion. It's not really something that you find fulfillment in. It's something that you do because it's fun. You just do it because it's fun. It's not because you rest afterwards and you're just like, oh, this is just bliss, and you just for days on end you're just happy. That's not the case, or at least not in my experience, and I'd venture to say in anyone else's. So, I finally, I broke down. I was pestered by one of my good friends, and I say pestered only because that's how I thought of it at that time. She kept inviting me to this church that I wasn't really sure I wanted to go to, and she's like, come over here to this church, it's great, they're wonderful. I'm like, all churches are the same. Why don't you understand this? I know you're not trying to waste my time, but I'm not trying to waste my time. So I just be like, oh yeah, I'll go one day. I can't do it right now, but one day I will, and it'll be great. It'll be wonderful, Anyway, so she really wanted me to go there, and she was apparently praying for me, which was kind of creepy at the time. Why are you praying for me? I'm not dead. Anyway, so she was praying for me at the time, and finally, I was coming towards the end of the school year. It's getting close. Schoolwork was going down. I really didn't have anything else to do. It was on a Monday night, so there's not a whole lot to do on college campus on Monday night unless you know the alcoholics, which I didn't know at the time. Probably a good thing. So, I'm like, fine, I'll go now. So I go Monday night. It's cool. We're going through the praise and worship. I got my clap on, going in 4/4. It's good. It's dandy. And then all of a sudden they had all their leaders come up to the front and just pray for us during worship and during the songs. And I don't know. I felt something different. I felt something that I've not really felt before, and it was incredible. It was a great feeling. I don't know. I've never really known what the feeling of love is. I've never really understood that I mean, I've never like told a girl that I loved her mainly because of that confusion. It was because I didn't know like what is love exactly. I mean, I know what parental love is, but that seems like required, and anything else that wasn't required didn't seem like love to me. So that's the only way I could describe it. Is that I kind of felt I don't know, just loved and whole at the same time. So fast forward, I break it off with the friends with benefits. I am now trying to be a Jesus man, going hard in the paint. Problem is, it's hard for me to identify with Christians. It's difficult because they all seem better than I am at this Christian thing. Because back just a few weeks ago before I became a Christian, the cool thing was how much alcohol you could take, how well you could do in beer pong, and who you can sleep around with, and who you just be talking to. Like guys would just get props for talking to a girl to make no sense. Anyway, so especially if you don't get anything out of it. So that was the thing is everything that I'm good at, I saw myself to be good at, and others told me I was good at, doesn't cut it for this group, and my humor is crass and kind of vulgar, just basically, and I can't use that, so I'm kind of like standing around here, looking around, just like, that's what she said. That's definitely what. Yeah. Anyways, I have something I have to grow out of. I have something I have to grow out of and learn to get away from. But right now, it's strange. And even when I walk into the church, this is the reason for the name, is because I walk into the church and it's like people can sense. They like almost like a smell. I don't know why a smell came to mind, but it did. It was like smell. It's like imagine them sitting in their pews and then like me come from behind and they're just like, oh yeah, you're not the same. You're trying to be the same, but you're not the same. So it's very evident that I don't think I quite fit in with the crowd, to be completely honest. It's not something that I can pride myself on as of yet. So I'm starting a YouTube channel to kind of chronicle not only my happenings with God, so that I want to have it recorded so I don't forget. And yeah, it sounds ridiculous, but it's true. And then also, just because I don't know if anyone else is going through the same thing I'm going through, give me a shout out, a comment, just let me know. Am I the only one that feels out of place here? I don't know if you've been a Christian for a long time, you just feel yourself growing out of it, or if you're a new Christian, you're just like, woohoo, you guys are really good. Like, you guys are good. I mean, I'm selfish, I'll admit it. Everything I'm looking for is a certain angle, is a certain end for me. I want to get something out of this. Everyone else doesn't have that, not so much. Or at least that's how they present it. I don't present myself in a false light often. If I'm feeling a certain way, I'll let you know. If I want something, I'll tell you. I will try and grab it. There's no trying to get under some guise of, oh yeah, I'll help you there. Not a problem. I hope you to do a favor later. No, I require a favor later. You owe me one. So basically, trying to get into the vibe. I guess Christian vibing is hard for me right now, but I'm trying to go through it. I'm trying to pray. I'm trying to read my Bible. It's hard because it's literally one of the boring things to read as of right now. It's really dismal because it's like telling me to be a good person, and everything about me has not been a good person. But on a high note, my life has definitely gotten better. I'll tell you more struggles about other stories that this Christian walk has kind of gotten me through and kind of made me kind of put things in a bigger picture and kind of understand where this is going. Other than that, it'll be good. I'm sure it may not be an exciting channel, but it will be a real one for sure. So take that what you will. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys for watching.